Hey guys, Frankie James with Chirping Pucks Podcast.
I mean, I don't know what he's got going on.
Don't beat me up this time, all right?
All right. Well, don't you know? I always feel like there's always like a break. So many things have been happening. Okay, that like I almost forgot about the show, guys. So sorry, we're doing a little 9 o'clock, a little late night edition. Almost like back in the day when they used to do HBO after dark. All right, that's the vibe we're giving off tonight, and we got a great interview in store. But before we get into it, make sure you follow us on social media, Chirping Pucks Media, YouTube. A lot of good stuff going up on there, especially with all the things that we have coming up. Facebook page as well. Shout out to Twigs and Biscuit. They invited a few friends. They got me right almost at the hump. I'm almost over 2,000 on that one. On Instagram, make sure you just give us a follow. We got a lot of announcements coming up. We're gonna be doing some. I feel like there's breaking news every time. But all good things are going on right now in the hockey community. We're going to be starting off with a good one with a good interview tonight. And we'll be getting him in here soon. But before we do, obviously want to do our little updates and some sponsor reads. Of course, we got the showcase coming up in June. Super pumped up. We're ready to roll. We're getting ready to rock and roll. Everything's getting finalized. Jerseys are coming in, and that's going to be here before you know it. We just announced the Small Business of the Month. We're trying to help the community out there. Small Business of the Month, Penelope Fox Art Studio, right next to Grundy. Yeah, you get done a game, go over, do a little painting, right? We got a nice interview set up with Gina, the owner, on Friday. Going to do a little interview with her, write a nice little article. So a little shout out for them as well. And of course, with the showcase, we did just announce the first game. Not the first game of the tournament. This will be the first game scheduled. No Sad Bros versus Chirping Pucks. But not only that, No Sad Bros being a WMR affiliate team. We got our good friend. Oh, man. Nick McElwain. Formerly listens to the show with MMR. Good friend. He's coming up the first puck. I mean, you're just going to want to miss this event. This is going to be a really, really good one. And we teased it last night. We're gonna do another little mention of it right now before we get into the interview. But big news coming. A charity game. I had a big meeting tonight. We've got a lot of announcements coming up next week. But we are going to be doing a little charity event. 2 games. We haven't mentioned the next game, but Chirping Pucks and Twigs and Biscuits. I mean, Twigs and Biscuits. Shout out to our friends over there. They've reached out to me about doing a little collaboration, and man, we cannot wait to talk about this one. So more details coming up on that soon. And of course, it's April Fool's Day. So we got to throw this up. Breaking news, Johnny Coxman, sideline reporter Johnny Coxman broke the news today. All right. Justin Davidson. I mean, it was a hell of a career. But once again, it's April Fool's Day. So a little laughter. But we're going to get ourselves and get ready for the interview. And man, I can't wait. Richard Mak, I mean, came out of nowhere. And I'm just like, I think I love this guy. So why wait? Let's get him in here right now. We're going to be talking about a lot of good things, his background, working in the pro shop, and of course, an incredible 3-on-3 coming up at April 11th. But so without further ado, let's get him in here. The one and only Richard Mak. Oh, what a quick swig. Just an absolute quick swig. Richard Mak, great to have you.
What's happening, buddy? Good to talk to you.
We've been going back and forth now for a little bit. I mean, I feel like that we're a couple of high schoolers just looking for each other, if you know what I mean.
Where have you been all my life?
Well, I mean, shit, dude. You stumped the Schwab on that one.
Ben, I'm over 10 years older than you.
Well, I guess I should be.
I'm an old man.
Listen, personality is where it's at. It's not all. Age is just a number. Okay,
100.
especially for us hockey players. I mean, listen, we'll go till you can't go no more. But right. You and I got connected, I believe. We were just talking about it off air too yesterday, I believe. When we did
it was so random.
How you and I kind of came across each other. Did we not figure that out yet?
Well, I don't think we have. It was just you came up on Facebook, suggested friends. I was like, yeah, hockey dude, cool.
Yeah, absolutely. You know? I mean, yeah.
And maybe we skated with each other with a Twigs and Biscuits or BLPA event or something. I don't know.
Haven't done the BLPA yet. Nick, I will shout them out. We not buried the hatchet, but Nick actually shouted out the podcast on his show before.
Oh, fantastic.
And that's not a Nick thing. You know, Nick does his thing. He's a good businessman. So it's pretty cool. I do want to do something with them, but Twigs and Biscuits, we were just talking about them. The only time I played against them was Hockey Fights MS a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And first time I ever came in encounter with them, I think they won it that year actually. And my goalie is a YouTube streamer and a Twitch partner. Shout out to Crawl Daddy. Crawl Daddy saves. Crawl Daddy plays. Crawl Daddy saves on YouTube. It's his hockey channel. He's a mic'd up goalie. He's a partner with YouTube, dude. He gets paid to play. 25,000 subs, good friend of mine. But it got rough because one of their players jabbed Crawl in the throat, and then Crawl threw the puck up in the air and it bounced off and hit one of their players in the head. It was just so funny. Yeah, check out his YouTube channel. I'll send it to you. But yeah, great guys. Yeah, I've only got a chance to play them once. Listen, we end up in each other's DMs. That's how it kind of happened, brother.
There we go. I'll take it. All paths led to this point right here.
It did when we were going back and forth. I just want to do a quick mention. I appreciate you. Yeah, everybody knows kind of about my health scare and stuff like that. You reached out to me pretty often, check in and just seeing how things were going. I just want to say I do really appreciate that. You know,
of course,
someone that we don't know each other that well, but to check in on me meant a lot. And that's kind of what the hockey community is all about, and that kind of leads into what we're going to be talking about tonight with the big charity game that you have coming up. But before we get into that, man, it all starts somewhere. Okay, it always starts somewhere. For hockey players, just like how did it happen? Why don't you go in a little bit of the story of just kind of like the origins of hockey for you, like when it started, what influenced you, just like a little conversation down memory lane, if you don't mind.
Yeah. So I was born in the '70s, and that's when the Flyers won the Stanley Cup. So my dad, that's when my dad started watching hockey, and the Flyers were his team because we grew up in the area, and it was on the TV. Every game was on the TV. When Prism came out, that's why he got cable, so he could watch Flyers games on Prism. But yeah, I mean, watching it all the time. Street hockey, is where it started, and then I didn't start skating, I guess, relatively late, probably till I was 10. So that's kind of late for.
I started later than that, Richie Mak. I started my freshman year. My freshman year of high school, I just started skating probably about like 6 months prior to that. I played a little roller hockey, but I ended up playing for Judge and playing a pretty long career until I got hurt and then getting back into it. But sometimes it's just meant to be, man. Like you get on there and sometimes you can just skate. Now I'm not saying I'm like dynamic or anything, but putting the skates on, I was able to stop quickly, and I was like, oh, I can stop. I think I can do this. I already played hockey, so. Kind of cool. 10 years old, man. It's pretty incredible. If you don't, just to kind of transition with that, whereabouts were you playing at? Like where you're from? Like when you were playing hockey? And
so I grew up in Fort Washington area. So
okay.
So when my dad was looking for places for me to do learn to skate, we were just going through the yellow pages. Back when there was a yellow pages, and
oh my
and
goodness.
we picked winter sport.
The yellow pages.
Yeah.
People are probably watching this. They don't even know what the hell that is, Richie.
Oh my gosh. Yep. It was before the Google machine.
Yeah, before Ask Jeeves.
But yeah, and the entire time I was thinking, why are we going to here? I thought we were going to Face Off. And my dad was like, no, I'm just over here.
Nostalgic arena. Face Off Circle.
Yep.
Still looks exactly the same.
But yeah, so I started playing or started skating at winter sport, and then started playing. I didn't play any travel or anything, just high school for Upper Dublin back in the day. And here's a funny
shout
story.
out to Upper Dublin.
Yeah, man. I wanted to play goalie. I didn't have any gear. I had no idea what I was doing. So I borrowed somebody's equipment. I had my pads on backwards. My skates weren't sharp, and I'm sitting there like I'm late for the game, and we're getting beat pretty bad on my first outing. And I was like, "Hey, coach, please don't put me in. My pads are on backwards." He's like, "Yeah, okay." He looks over. He's like, "Oh, they really are."
Oh my god!
So that ended
what was that
my
experience playing goalie, man?
It was awful.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I've lately I've been doing it just to help out every so often.
Oh, really?
I
No
still
way.
enjoy it.
Okay, so it's something that you kept with. That's pretty interesting to hear.
Yep.
That you kind of still kind of kept with it. I'll tell you this. I mean, goalies are just we all know what we say about goalies. They're just another type. They're just another character.
Hmm.
It's something I've always wanted to try. Especially just playing hockey, being in the community. Like, why not? I mean, we have the people that we know. Like, I'm not sure if you know Brian Santora. Most people know Brian Santora, good friend of mine. With Spartan goaltending. We're
Hmm.
trying to we've been trying to set something up for about a year now to where we do some content and I dress as goalie. I play goalie and he instructs and we get a couple good shooters, kind of make our way up and I play it. I still want to do that. So Santora, if you're watching, brother, we got to make that happen. Who also is a sponsor
I'm in.
of the show, by the way.
Yeah, it's fun just to, every so often just throw some of that gear on. And I mean, I played goalie playing street hockey and roller hockey,
Okay.
but ice was not my thing until just recently when I kind of picked it back up.
How long
But I'm definitely no goalie.
I mean, yeah, it's funny because I've mentioned Brad, my buddy Crawl Daddy. He's a really good goalie, but he's never like played any kind of competitive hockey or anything like that. Like he's just started in men's league, and let me tell you something. He's a good goalie. Like he'll do his videos are pretty funny. I'll have to send you them, but it's
Yeah,
it's
do
a
that.
it's a position that is just it looks so intense. It's a whole nother outlook of the sport. Like, even from because I ref as well. When I started refing, and shout out to Santor again, who was one of my mentors when I started refing. I mean, I saw the game completely different. Like you really saw the game like very different. You had to obviously. So, third piece of the pie, I might as well get between the pipes and see what I can do. You know what I mean?
You get a whole new perspective of the game, I'll tell you.
A Yeah, absolutely. The goalies always told me before we transition, it's that first save, that first leg pad save, and then that's when they just get
You get
hooked.
that feel. Yep. But yeah, no, I
And
mean, I'm a defenseman all my life, but
love that.
yeah, every so often I still block shots. I've always said I don't score enough goals not to block shots, even in men's league.
We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. We were talking off air about something that we're doing, obviously, but we'll talk more about that, later on. Just to kind of transition, one more question, kind of about like kind of things how it started. The influences are always important. I feel like in the game of hockey, we always have that person that kind of led us into the game. I talk about
Yeah.
my old best friend Leo, God rest his soul, who got me. I still have some of my equipment that he gave me in high school. He's the only reason why I got a chance to play. Um,
That's
was there any
incredible.
influences for you of getting you into the sport, and not only influences, but any core moments or memories that you may have from playing ice hockey when it all started?
So there's a guy who I think of every time when I started playing hockey. He was he kind of ran the club, the Upper Dublin club for a little bit. He helped coach Paul Pango. He
Mhm.
goes back in the day, and he was more than just a positive influence as a coach, but in life too.
Yeah.
He was an old Cheltenham police officer, and
Okay.
one of the things he would do was that if he saw troubled teens, he would get them into hockey just to keep them busy, to keep them out of trouble. And
Yeah, I love that.
doing stuff like that is inspirational because
Yeah.
he's using hockey as more than just a sport, but it's a medium to get people better in
Yeah.
life.
I absolutely love that, and like I said, the community and I could never give back to the community like what it's done for me. Any opportunity I get to do that, whether it be, just telling the story. It's kind of the reason why I rebranded the podcast from when I was doing the Frank the Tank show where I was covering the NHL back when I was in the media with the team. It became such an overly saturated market, and then that's what led me to like talk about us because we have great stories too. You know what I mean? And it really took off professionally wise, but also just getting guys like us to be able to talk about events and things like that. It's my way of kind of giving back to the community, and then obviously a lot of the charity stuff that we do, which we're very excited to talk about in a little bit. I think
Sure.
that's also, man, just an incredible influence, and that's what it's all about. It really is, and it's always cool hearing how people kind of fall in love with the game because everyone has a different path.
Yeah,
It's
and
really awesome.
that's one of the things that's one of the reasons why I give back because I know he gave back through hockey, and I want to continue that.
And you certainly are, my friend. I can't wait to get into it. Now that you've taken that passion and kind of turned it into something more on the business side of things, we got to talk about. We just had our good friend Mike Petroselli on. Got to see him again today. Zamboni driver, the first ever. Well, tonight we got a first ever as well, guys. We do talk a lot of hockey on here. Just as important as the Zamboni driver, if you ask me, the pro shop. Okay, listen, there's dark stories in the pro shop. I hear there's a lot of things going on in that pro shop.
Oh,
You're overseeing the pro shop, and you're at York, I believe you mentioned, right?
Yep, York Ice Rink. So I'm
Shout out to
I'm
York
down
Ice
to
Rink.
down there to once a week. But go figure. And not to toot my own horn, and I'm very flattered by it. All right, it's the busiest sharpening night of the week. There is Wednesday night.
And here we are. Man, I'm absolutely honored. We got it. How do we not give it up for our guy? Fans are cheering. Fans are absolutely cheering. I love that. I want to say, what's it like running, working in the pro shop, the day to day, kind of when you're in there for your day that you're working and stuff like that. Give us a little insight on that, because we go in there, we buy our stuff, get our skates sharpened, and we're kind of out of there. But love to hear a little bit about the day to day and even kind of how you got into that.
So going back to winter sport, the gentleman who ran the shop back when I was 19 years old, he met me. He asked me to work from part time, and taught me how to sharpen skates. And the first 1,000 are the toughest. Everybody always asks me, how long does it take to learn how to sharpen skates? Like, I can teach you in 10 minutes. It takes a long time to do it right.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. That's an art too, man. It's like a Zamboni driver. Listen to Mike when we had him on last week. I mean, God, the detail that he would give. I mean, it was kind of gibberish to me, but just such passion in what he does as an ice technician. Kind of hearing a little bit about now from the pro shop side of things. I think it's absolutely incredible. I do want to just kind of a little side note, something I dissected. You had a lot of good influences around you, Richie Mak. The story you told a little bit ago, how you got into it, hearing about the story about getting an opportunity in the pro shop. It seems like people saw something in you, just like myself, and gave you an opportunity, and you definitely kind of ran with it. Essentially, kind of what all led to now. I think that's absolutely incredible, and it shows once again how strong that the hockey community is. I just had to applaud that real fast because I think it's important.
No, and honestly, hockey has done such has been a real positive influence on my life, and it seems that when you're enjoying something, it doesn't feel like work, and that goes for anything in life. But hockey gave me that segue to be that positive influence, to help other people in the shop. I love hearing that. Oh my God, Rich is in the shop. Let's all come and get our skate sharpened. I'm gonna post something. And I'm like, yeah,
I love that.
I'm just a dude who nerded up behind the sharpener.
Well, you're listen. The stories are barking. You're hearing it. That's incredible. That's incredible. I think that the pro shop guys get, they're they don't get enough credit. You know what I mean? They don't get enough credit.
I'm gonna give the shop a plug. It's Top Shelf Sports over in Lancaster and York.
Top Shelf plug. Top Shelf. One more time. Let's do it again.
Top Shelf Sports and Apparel.
I love it. Any social media for them at all, or are they just in the rink location?
Rink locations and Facebook.
All right.
Yep.
Absolutely. We'll make sure that we share that out. Make sure you give them a follow. We'll make sure that we put that link into the when we upload the show. That's awesome. And if there's anything I can ever do to help, little pictures, maybe a little video, a little promo, make sure you give Chirping Pucks Media a call. We'll come down there. We'll make sure we take care of that, Richie Mak.
Sounds fun.
I love that. Absolutely. We'll have a good time too. That's
a good time.
Listen, it's not bad. It's like looking in the mirror, Richie Mak. It's absolutely like looking in the mirror. I want to touch on some fun, maybe something that may happen that most people don't know. Any funny or memorable moments from the shop? If somebody coming in like, holy shit, man, I can't find my jock strap. Well, we sold out. I don't know what to tell you. Actually, he's borrowing yours. I mean, that's a story. I made it up, but it's still a good one.
I will say I've had guys come into the shop. It's like, I forgot my jock. I gotta buy one real quick. And he tried to return it later that night. It's like, oh, it doesn't fit right. How am I supposed to resell that? Come on.
You do a raffle basket.
Oh my gosh.
That's disgusting. That's awesome.
I'm sure you can sell it on eBay. There's some weird fetish out there that wants to buy a used jock strap, but you know what? I'm not returning it. Sorry, buddy.
I saw someone selling a half-eaten cheesesteak on. I was like, "What is this? This is real?" Oh, that's a good one right there, man. And my final question just on this topic, and once again, if you're just joining us, we're flying through. We're 12 or 20 minutes in. Thanks for checking out Chirping Pucks podcast live on Wednesday night.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Absolutely. A little later show tonight, but always a good conversation. We have Richie Mak here. We've got a big event coming up. I'll tell you, April 11th is a packed day. There's like four tournaments going on. We're focused on Richie Mak's tonight. I'm going to put the graphic up on the screen. We are going to get into it a little bit more after we do gut check, but I do just want to put this up here. Absolutely incredible. It's the second annual. We're gonna talk more about it. I'm gonna remove the how it all started and stuff like that. Great event coming up. We'll be going over more of this right now, but I just want to throw it up there. Make sure you get a hold of Rich, get a hold of me, and we'll direct you if any interest in donating something, whatever it may be. We'll get the social media down there as well. But like I said, already flying through the show here, man. It's always good to have you on here, first timer. We were talking, we've been doing a lot of back and forth. It's been absolutely incredible. And speaking of incredible, before we get into the gut check, I mean, we have to talk a little bit about like just the rink itself and the community around that rink. Tell us about the rink that you're at. What makes it special. Obviously they got you there, but we want to give the plug to a good rink when you see a good rink and a good pro shop, because I talked to you about it all fair. The pro shops are failing. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I mean, I've been playing for 20 years, a lot of the same rinks. I mean, Northeast Skate Zone. We had it was awesome back in the day. It was incredible. It was awesome.
Del Val Sports, right? And Northeast Skate Zone?
Yeah. And now it's, the guy that does it now, good kid, really good kid, doing his best. Does an incredible job, talks to the guys, stays open late. I haven't been down there recently, but I mean, he was one of the fourth or fifth ones that were in there. And Grundy, I mean, Grundy's a little bit smaller. They have a smaller one as well. But it's just important to have, and you're not seeing it too much anymore. I mean, you have to. I mean, there's been times where I've had to go to because they didn't have a pro shop, where I'd have to go travel so far just to get my skate sharpened.
Sure, and
so it's just great to hear. You guys are rocking and rolling.
Awesome.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the rink. We want to hear about the rink.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So York Ice Rink, it's a 2-sheet facility. Upstairs, there's a big community room. A nice cafe, HHM Cafe. Shout out to those ladies. Yep, they aren't just a concession stand. They're moms, and they want to treat everybody like they're their moms.
I heard they make a great rigatoni. I heard they got a good rigatoni down there. Is that true?
HHM. So just so you know, it's Hungry Hockey Moms. It started as Hot Hockey Moms.
The shout out.
They're all
the fans are going crazy for that one. They settled down there. I mean, listen, I'm in the locker room with the boys here. Don't let the boys start hearing that. I love that. Do they have a social media as well?
They have a Facebook page, HHM Cafe.
Love that. Well, and like I said, we're going to make sure we share all these, and I'll be giving them follows as well. I have to. I mean, why not? I might as well reach out to them and get them on for a little. Just take care of the whole platform.
Anybody who's at the 3v3, go say hi.
Oh, I can't wait to get into it. We're getting ready to get into it now. But it's about the rink, the atmosphere, I'm sure it's incredible. Any just this is just your chances to kind of talk about, what's going on over there.
Well, York's it's still a small town community. It's a fairly big town, but it's still got that small town feel. So people all seem to know each other.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I've seen some of these kids, start off, and now they're on my men's league team.
Hey,
I've been there. Shoot, how long have I been living here? Like 20 years now. 20 years I've been living here. So, yep. I moved from.
How long have you been affiliated with the rink? Were you always playing there, or just recently?
It was actually my first job when I moved to this area.
And where were you? Where did you move from again?
I grew up in Montgomery County, Fort Washington.
Nice, little Monco.
Yeah,
you did, man. I go by county for some reason. Like I'm in Delco.
Right?
Yeah, I'm in Delco. We're in Delco now. But dude, I love that, man. And I'm sure that if people have any interest in renting some ice over there for some future events, obviously that's a possibility that we can get them in
Always
touch with
available.
people. 2 sheets
The
of ice.
season just ended for
Okay.
the York Devils youth team.
Nice.
Same with the Black Knights Academy, formerly the Skipjacks. That's the AAA program that plays out of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Another one that's
great
solid.
program.
Love that. I'll have to make sure I get over there and come see y'all. I'm gonna surprise you one of these days. That's great, and we'll make sure we have their social media out there. You know, we want to make sure we give the kudos to everybody involved. You know, that keeps the ring strong. So I think it's just important.
Amen.
I absolutely love it. But halfway through, once again, Richie Max here.
Man,
We're getting ready
already?
to talk about it. Yeah, right. We're getting ready to talk about the big event that's coming up, and very very excited. Got to hear some of the backstory. But before we do that, I mean, we got to get into it. We got to do one of our favorite segments. The old gut check. We got it up here. This is brought to you by Pro Edge Hockey Analytics. Man, who doesn't love Pro Edge? I mean, Brian's is absolutely crushing it. A good friend of mine. He's going to be playing on the No
Pro
Edge
Edge
team in the showcase. Also, I mean, the players register. We give a lot back to our players, and every player that's in the showcase in June gets a grading, a Pro Edge Hockey Analytics grading. I mean, an incredible sponsor, incredible friend. Every player, and coming from legitimate people, honest guy, one of my close friends. He's absolutely crushing it, and we've been doing some awesome things together. It's very very exciting. So Pro Edge Hockey Analytics brings us our gut check. We gotta get our music on right now. Nick always would yell at me, "Oh, where's my music at?" Let's get it on. There we go. Now we're feeling it.
And that's added pressure.
Now we're feeling it. We're gonna get in the gut check. 5 random questions. First thing that comes to your mind. Let's hear it. Here's our first one right off the bat. A good one. Favorite stick. You and I were talking.
Favorite stick of all time. Ooh, CCM Ripcore.
CCM Ripcore.
Yep, I still have mine. It's probably 8 years old.
8 years old. We talked about mine. The old Bauer 190 Supreme.
Yeah.
I wish I could find it with Mac. Come on. I know you know people. I know
around
you know
somewhere.
I hope so. I hope so. That's all I want for Christmas. Let's get into our second one here. All right, here we go. Right up top of your head. Best hockey memory. And
Oh my gosh.
first one that comes, your best hockey memory.
Atlantic City hockey tournament. First one was a bunch of degenerates, and it was right after what's it called? I forget that movie where the guy's stuck on the roof in Las Vegas, and you got that guy Chow.
Hangover, Mr.
Hangover.
How do you
Yeah.
not know Mr. Chow? Respectfully
Oh,
saying, I mean,
That's why I remember. But no, that we lived like all these different moments. It just reminded me of the Hangover.
I
We're
love that.
so somebody parked too close to our car. My buddy's pissing on his door handles.
Oh man. What? I'm afraid to ask
We
you
lost
when
one
this
of our players.
This was last week, Frankie.
Oh man, this was a while ago. This was back when I could do that kind of stuff, and
Right.
yeah, our guy walks in after sleeping under the boardwalk. He got sand covered and was like, "It's the second period, dude. Where you been?" Like, "Oh man, I don't know. The taxi took me to the wrong place." It's like, yeah, all right, just as long as we know you're alive, that's cool.
I'll get ready now, boys. Oh my goodness gracious. I love that. That's a good one. Just to throw my best hockey memory. Oh, there's a couple, man. The first one that came to my mind, Flyers Cup, Father Judge. I mean, that was probably an incredible time. Winning the championship with no D's as well. Yeah, they're probably some of my like playing ones. And obviously getting in the meeting with the Flyers, that was also pretty incredible too. Number 3. Tape job. Toe or heel.
All right, so I go heel to toe. I go black tape as a base layer all the way down the stick, and then I will put white tape at the sweet spot. So I double layer that bad boy. Hold on.
I don't know if we can see it here. Oh, go ahead. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Those are going to be listening.
That was backwards. I'm sorry. There it is. There's double layer. You see that? You got the friction tape right here.
Yeah, I just tape it up. I don't even know. I could be doing it completely wrong, to be honest. That's my new stick too. I bought that stick from a little pro shop at Voorhees and scored 3 goals and an assist with that puppy.
Well,
First day I got it.
You can't untape
Absolutely.
it now.
No, well, I mean, I just close my eyes and hope for the best. I mean, nobody passes to me anyway. Love it.
I'm not even sure why. If there's a advantage or disadvantage to either way.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Well, they have the Toby sticks now. They're like those
Yeah,
my
no
buddy,
tape.
yeah, the note tape. Yeah, speaking of note tape, let's get into the next one. Our next question here: dream rink to play at. First one that comes to your mind.
I think I have. Well, I haven't played there, but I have coached there. Up in Binghamton, for my special needs kids, we were playing a tournament up in Binghamton, and it's just called the Farm. Brother, this rink is in the mountains in Binghamton, and we had a 7 a.m. start. Nothing like being in the mountains, skating on the ice, and watching the sunrise during your game.
Wow,
Beautiful. And this was in
Very
February, and oh my gosh, I couldn't believe what was going on. This guy, he doesn't do it for money. He's like, he does construction. I think he raises Wagyu cows, the real expensive steaks.
Okay.
And he's like,
okay, nice.
I want to build a rink. So he just
Wow.
built a rink, and it's awesome.
Build them and they will come, Richie Mac. Build it and they will
Yeah,
come.
So if you look on my, anybody who wants to look on my Facebook page, Richard Mak, it's actually my cover. It's my cover photo.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll share that out. We'll make sure we share that out. Do a little screenshot.
Yep.
We'll make sure we give. Yeah, follow Richie Mac. He's got a lot of good stuff happening. I like that. I got to play at like the rink that I've always wanted to play at, which was Lake Placid, Herbrooks Arena. I got to play in that for K&A back in like high school. That rink really reminds me of the Penn Ice rink of the University of Pennsylvania. It just has that nostalgic feel. It's they remind me of each other and they're completely different. But yeah, playing down there, I mean, I'm a big wimp when it comes to like the hockey, like the USA and like the Olympics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
It's
I'm like,
sentimental.
I cry when I want a good cry, Richie Mac. I just put Miracle on. I'm not even joking. Like if I'm due for a good cry, I just put it on.
That's a bucket list rink for any American hockey player. Maybe some Canadians. Maybe not this year, but other years.
Yeah,
Whoops. I love my Canadian friends.
We love them all. I have some good friends, but they're probably not. So we want it all. Love that. Let's get into our final one here. This one's a little bit off topic here. I always just like to know though, your personal accomplishment, even if you haven't accomplished it yet, just a personal accomplishment, that you want to achieve. It could be hockey related, just something that sauce it up a little bit.
Yeah. So one of the most important things to me is absolutely my family. What I really want to see is, and geez, my boys. I want to make sure they're good people. Not just successful. I want them to do better than I ever did. Little tidbit of information.
Sure.
My older son, he actually has a really good singing voice.
Nice.
At 4 years old, he sang national anthem for the Hershey Bears.
No way.
Blew up viral on the internet.
I love that. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Share that video with us. Wow, that's amazing. Does he still sing?
He's getting into other things now, but it was a good 7-year run. He's 11 years old now, but he's sang for the Bears maybe a half a dozen times. Okay. He's gone to the state capitol to sing for senators.
I think that's incredible, man. I love that.
Yep.
I love hearing that. That's an incredible accomplishment. I'll just throw this out there. If you ever consider one more, love to have them at the game in August. Hopefully you're going to be playing that.
I think we might be able to make that happen.
Never happened. Planting seeds, but that's incredible. It's an incredible story.
Yeah,
an absolutely incredible story. I love that. Got a comment here. Our first one, checking in on the live show. Cooper Church checking in on YouTube. What's going on? Rich is my favorite person and the best coworker.
He is my store manager
it, Coop.
at the pro shop.
Oh, shout out to the store manager. We've been talking about the rink, and we'll make sure we tag you guys in some of the content here. Thanks for checking in there, Coop. And
Appreciate you, Coop.
yeah, we'll have to have a little conversation with Coop. See what we got going on over there. Maybe we'll be doing a live Chirping Puck show there. Listen, we'll hit the road, absolutely. But that's good. That's gut checked. We're gonna get in and out to what it's all about right now, and we're just super pumped up. I mean, we've been talking about it back and forth. It's kind of how we all kind of came about, and I want to do the big mention right now of the big game. The polar bears. I absolutely love the polar bears. I'm gonna just minus this down real fast, so we can see our graphics here. And for those that can't see it, we got the logo right up here. An absolutely incredible logo too, by the way. But here's the information, and we're going to be putting this out there, and we're going to get more into depth about it. But this is the second annual York Polar Bears Spring Polar Bear Classic at York Ice Arena, 941 Vander Ave in York, PA. All right. This is going to be an incredible event. We're going to get into a little bit about it. $600 donation, and of course, the free high fives with a team larger donation. We're doing it to 3, and who doesn't love 3-on-3, 30-minute running clock, 2 to 3 games per time slot? Already an incredible price for incredible calls. No refs, no scorekeepers, no attitudes. Man, I like that. No refs. We'll have to talk about that one.
Yep.
I love that. Shared locker room, making friends, just playing for incredible calls. It's a friendly atmosphere. And then we obviously have raffle baskets, premier raffle baskets, tons of raffle baskets, silent auction. Chirping Pucks Media is going to be donating. I'm not sure if Richie Mak and I talked a little bit about some of the stuff that I want to do with him. I guess we'll do the little announcement right now. We're going to be donating a couple things for you guys, Richie Mak. I don't know if I told you this yet, but we'll break the news, and we obviously have Coop watching as well. We're going to do our first donation that we're going to do is a tier 1 basket for you, one of the higher level ones. This is an $800 value. We're going to do a mic up session and a team game photos and team photo, one certificate. The winner wins both. So we're going to donate that to the event. We're also going to donate a separate individual photo shoot and team photos and game photos for the lower levels. And we're also going to donate another mic up session so that other people have an opportunity to win that. So we're going to donate 3 certificates to that event. And we're going to do one more. This is something that I thought of myself for another tier 1 with time in advance for scheduling. Of course, we're going to do another certificate for a media day for a team. We set up the green screen. The team comes in. We do their individuals, and they get like a really cool little graphic. It's a good fun media day. That's also on behalf of Chirping Pucks Media. That's a $2,000 value for another tier 1. And we're also going to raffle off Richie Mak. We're going to raffle off Richie Mak, a night with Richie Mak. I mean, I heard that that's a hot one. But
that's we're going to get more mediocre than this.
Right, boy. But we're going to donate those certificates. I'll have them by the end of the week. Something to go to the calls. Absolutely, we're super pumped up. I'm going to get the call from you. Hey man, I won 3 out of the 4 of those baskets.
I'm just giving
but yeah, we're going to get those over to
you.
And that's exactly what we're doing. We're giving back to the community. A couple more comments here. Oh man, Twigs and Biscuits.
Yeah.
We love Rich. Shout out, boys. We were just talking about this earlier in the show. Can't wait for our conversation coming up on Tuesday. Twigs and Biscuits checking in. That's one of the first check-ins from the old Twigs and Biscuits. But let's get into it, man. But now that we got the donation stuff out of the way, and of course, the fans are happy about that. Some opportunities coming, and that's gonna be fun. We're starting to do the media day. And by the way, check out chirpingpucksmedia.com. Go under our services tab. Everything that we offer for your tournament, your game is on there. Whether you want us to come do a podcast somewhere, all different types of media. Make sure you just check us out. Let us know. Our prices are not crazy. We're all about giving back to the community. Let's get into it, man. We talked a little bit about it. I want to hear from you now, just kind of about this, and it's very, very exciting. Let's get into something that's important. Obviously, we had some good conversations, but this is what it's all about. Tell us about the event, the charity event coming up April 11th.
So,
you just kind of take the floor and inspire.
Thank you. Now, the event itself,
Sure.
it's like we said, no refs, no scorekeepers. It's like a pond hockey day. You know,
You want me to
we're
come ref
trying
it?
to bring. I hope we don't need
Let me know.
refs.
I was gonna say, let me know. We'll talk off air. Let me know, brother. Go ahead.
What we found is that when it's just a day of celebration with
Mhm.
hockey, you know,
Yeah.
all it is, hockey is just a medium to bring people together. Um,
Yeah.
you know, with no championship or anything, you don't have that overly competitive spirit trying to, you know, take you,
Yeah.
try, you know, getting you too excited about things. You know, what you're most
Yeah, which
excited
is always
about
nice
is,
to get like Mhm.
oh yeah, and that's why it tends to be just fine without the refs, and you know, with no scorekeepers, we don't know. I could be getting blown out 10-1. Like I don't care. I'm sitting there like you know, breakdancing on the
Having
ice
a good time.
because I'm having a good time. Yeah, yeah.
That's why the charity
And
games are just so much fun, aren't they? There really is such a huge difference in like, and it shows the competitive nature of hockey players. But the good thing is that I like to think that most of us, especially the guys that we're involved in, we know how to have fun during a charity game.
oh yeah,
It's when you can just really like all the stress because like we're competitors. I mean, we are competitors, and of course we want to win. But there's nothing like a good charity game, like higher level playing with lower level, and just absolutely having a killer time. And that's kind of what it's all about. And I'm super, super pumped up for this when this kind of came my way. Um, Once again, we're going to be doing the mentions, big charity tournament. Here's the graphic up there. We'll be sharing this out as well. Um, Reach out to Richie Mack. There's a Facebook event page. We're going to have all that out. You can obviously find that now on my social media, but once we're done the show, we're going to start hitting it hard and doing
yeah, man.
some big mentions and stuff
We
like
got a
that. But we're
we got a
really
few
super
more days
excited.
for registration.
Few more days for registration. How are we
Yeah, we'll
looking
see.
on registration?
We're looking at probably not including Chirping Pucks, probably two more teams.
Shout out.
I want to
Okay.
do groups of four. If we get 17 teams, I got to make it 20.
Yeah, I know how that goes. Running for it, I know exactly how that goes. I know how that goes. Well, there you go.
But
We'll make sure that we put it. We'll get a little graphic created for you if you want, and we'll put it out there maybe tonight, just letting us know that we got a couple spots available. Get those spots, guys.
very cool.
Get those spots.
Yeah,
All
I've
right.
got my polar bears. They're putting together a team to play against people. You know, and it's for everyone. Hockey's for everyone. That's the special needs hockey motto, and
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in that. You know, I've got teams with dads and kids, like 8-year-old kids. You know, obviously they're not going against the college team, but
No.
I mean they could. But
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, that's incredible. Even like, just kind of what you mentioned, like even like I mean, even if there's a women's team out there,
yep.
but we do a lot of work within the women's hockey community. It's only growing. It's just hockey is for everybody, and
It is.
so reach out to me, let us know. It's going to be an incredible event, good time, good arena. Um, if you don't mind, just
And
kind of
then
diving into it, like the story about this game, and then what we could do to help if there's anything that we need, raffle, be raffle baskets or not. But let's get
sure.
into like a little bit of the history of it, just kind of like how this came about, and what we're helping out here.
Well, and just so everybody knows, in the middle of the tournament itself is going to be a break, and the York Polar Bears are going to play against the Lehigh Valley Polar Bear Special Needs team
Wow.
um, at 12 o'clock. So that's the premier game. So yeah, it's we want to showcase that these kids who may not have been given that opportunity, they're gonna showcase what they can do.
I love that. I think that's absolutely incredible. Is that a nonprofit by any chance, Richie, or is that just a
It's a nonprofit, sure is.
Yeah, make sure you get me that information. We got a couple of things coming up in the future that where we might be able to spreading some wealth around. Make sure you get me that that direct info, and we'll talk a
Love
little
it.
bit more about that. Absolutely, that's incredible. And
Well,
the showcase in June, our charity that we're going to be helping out. As for special events for special kids, they put on their nonprofit. They put on free events for kids with special needs.
hmm
So that's just absolutely incredible. Once again, it just shows the what the community is all about. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
this is one of our big fundraisers, so that some of these parents they go through a lot
Yeah.
having to raise a special needs child, it's work. It's big time
That's,
work. I know you know a little something about that.
yeah.
But you know, we're trying to keep the prices to a minimum for them, and we all know how expensive ice time can be, how expensive equipment can be. We
Yeah.
get great donations, and the rink
Yeah.
is always
Anybody
so
you want to
good.
mention, by the way, any sponsors or anything like that? This is a good, obviously let's do a mention of them, the people that have been involved within the helping out. I definitely want to give them their mention if there's anybody you can remember or any of the
Oh yeah,
sponsors.
well, the Pro Shop's always been a great supporter for our program. Top
Well,
Shelf Sports. Here we go. Um,
Top Shelf Sports.
um, oddly enough, so this is the second annual Polar Bears one, but this
Yeah.
tournament goes back about 5 years, and I know this is a little bit different, but Field of Screams in Lancaster,
Beautiful.
Haunted Attraction has been a great supporter of the program.
That's good.
Um, yeah, they give one of the best raffle baskets every year, and you know, love
Love
those
that.
guys. Yep.
Love that. Love that. That's
Texas
incredible. Good.
Roadhouse has been
Oh,
so
Texas
good to us.
Roadhouse. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it's all reciprocal because my son he bailed them out a few years back when their anthem singer bailed on them for their charity ride for Homes for Troops.
Okay.
So we got a phone call. My buddy was like, "Hey, what are you doing this? What's Landon doing this day?" It's like, I don't know. We're just chilling at
I ain't
home.
what
Oh, you need a singer. And he's been back every year since, and
That's
that has
incredible.
raised so much money for troops that may be down on their luck and need improvements to their homes.
Yeah.
I mean, geez, last year they had 800 riders.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
I mean, it thundered through the whole area.
I think I heard them. Yeah, I thought I farted, but then I saw a biker and I was like, oh, this is I didn't fart. Apparently, I didn't fart. That's awesome, man. And just hearing about just all the great things that you're involved in, Richie Mack. And once again, like just something I dissect it. I always like try to do this when I'm talking to people, just because I feel like that people should know and hear these things, especially yourself. People just really like to be around you, brother. It's just the vibe I've gotten immediately from talking with you. Just all the things that are surrounded around you. It's not just you choosing them; they're choosing you, and they're choosing you for a reason to be involved in these kind of things. And it just shows character. It just shows what it's all about. So once again, I just got to give you another applaud of just the character.
Thank you.
I think it's important.
Well, yeah, and I try to live my life with as much joy as I can. I mean, I've had my dark days,
Same, man.
and
Yeah.
I'm gonna be vulnerable here. There was a
Yeah.
time when my kids were younger, the most influential time in their lives. I was stretched too thin. I was stressed out, and I didn't treat them with the love that they deserved.
Yeah.
And I apologize to them every day for it,
Yeah.
even if it's not verbally, mentally.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate you saying that, and I can definitely relate with just surrounding situations I've been through in life, and the accountability aspect of it is what's always important. When you can hold the accountability of it, that's when you know you're starting to heal.
Yep.
And just you saying that knows that you've kind of been able to accept it, but do what needs to be done. And listen, you're doing an incredible job. I can already see it. Just the things that you're involved in,
Thank
just
you.
giving back. And I've been there myself. I mean, I've even right around this time, and I'm once again I've been vulnerable about it. I've been open about it. Like I survived 2 suicide attempts in 5 years, and
Yep.
as early as April 23rd, 2023. Those dark times are tough. And
They
the
are.
overcoming story of it is kind of what's most important about it is just being able to kind of get through it and the best that you can. If because it wasn't easy. It was a big if. And it took 9 months of my life essentially just to kind of get my head right. And I came back and I rebuilt the relationships that I need to rebuild with my family and with other relationships. And now it's I won't lie so much, not lie so much, but we still have our days, even currently, I'm still having some days. But just being able to share it is what's most important. That's why we do a lot of stuff within the mental health community. I got a good feeling that you and I are going to be teaming up in the future, doing some good collaborations together.
I hope so.
More morally, we have the same beliefs and see eye to eye. Not to mention just a couple of handsome studs. I mean, the sun's out, the guns are out. I see you over there, Richard Mak. I saw you.
Oh,
So
look
it's
at
a
that!
family.
Oh,
So
oh.
a family show here. But I love that, man. I appreciate you being vulnerable in that, and that's kind of what
Yep.
it's all about. It really is, and we're super excited for this event. Any kind of any final pitches? What's needed? Obviously, we we're going to put that up there for the teams. Are we still
Yeah,
accepting
raffle.
raffle baskets? Are we still accepting sponsorships? Let the people know.
Yeah, no, I mean we're accepting raffle baskets till the until the event.
Okay.
Teams, like I said, we need just a few more
Mm-hmm.
to fill it out and make it nice and easy for scheduling. But no, I appreciate the kind words because
Yeah. Same.
I'm trying to live up to, if I can, the origins of this tournament
Yeah.
were a little rough.
Yeah.
So the original reason for this tournament, my cousin, who
Yeah.
I mean, he was more like my brother. We were 19 days apart in age, and back in 21, right after COVID, he was excited to get back on the ice for the first time, doing some old timers hockey, having a blast.
Yeah.
And brother man was looking good. He was flying around.
Yeah, he was buzzing. He was buzzing.
But he got off the ice a little bit early, and I'm sure so he could go home and say goodnight to his kids before they went to bed. And as he was getting unsuited, he had a heart attack at the rink.
Yeah.
So, it was 6-7 minutes before anybody even noticed. And I get that first phone call, and I remember it being I was very lighthearted about it. I was like, man,
Yeah.
he probably just got dehydrated. And
Yeah.
well, when I got to the
the boys,
yeah.
that's part of it. Has to be part of it.
Yep. So when I got there, I realized it was actually a lot worse.
Yeah.
Not realizing that he had a heart attack, nobody knew. But he was at the hospital by the time I had gotten to the rink. So
Yeah.
I had to break the news to his family.
Yeah.
And a week later, he was no longer with us.
Yeah.
So and he was a great man.
Yeah.
You want to talk about somebody who worked his tail off just to make sure everyone else around him was safe and good to go. He was the man.
I love that. And I remember you told me the story off air, and I know what that's like. My best friend Leo. I told you, he's the reason why I got to play, and he ended up, passing away. And I think about him I think about him all the time. Every time I step on the ice. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I would never be doing this. So once again, going back to the influences and the
Yeah.
people that you had in your corner, and now taking that legacy of what your brother was and is still, taking that now and keeping it going, I think is just absolutely incredible. It's an incredible story, just all
He's
the way
still
around.
with
Just
us.
everything that's going on, man. Like it's very humbling to hear because when I started the company, it was more or less for the reason of what we were kind of talking about tonight, and just wanting to give back. There's a lot of tournaments out there. Now they could be pretty costly. We do our best to kind of keep things low and provide as much as we can back to the players. We make we play competitive, but Chirping Pucks Media tournaments are experiences. It's fun. It's good times, trophy and all that. But we try to, do experiences, photo work, and make it feel like post game show and stuff like that. Like our way of giving back, and also obviously we have a bunch of charities involved and stuff like that. But this is
There's
incredible.
tournaments all over the place. It's what makes it special. What makes memories. That's what tournaments should be about.
You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right, man. I absolutely love it. Once again, Richie Mack here, hanging out on a late night. We're going to make sure that we put all the information, and we got a lot of information. We're going to put that out tonight. A little recap of everything. Any final mentions, man? Any final plugs? Anything we want to do? You want to take your shirt off, man? Whatever you got, whatever we got going on.
Well, can I give a quick backstory to the York Polar Bears themselves?
Absolutely.
Just a couple minutes. Yeah. So
sure.
Back in probably about 2013, 2012, gentleman by the name of Richard. Easy to remember. So he
Yes, it
was
is.
an Iraq and Afghanistan war veteran. He was blown up. His Humvee was blown up, and he was discharged. And at 50 years old, he decided, I want to learn how to play hockey.
No
So
way.
he came to the rink, and I was his private instructor for a couple of years.
Wow.
Yeah, had a lot of fun with it. He, what's it called? I got to make sure I give this justice. His VA doctor said, "You're at the station. You're just waiting for the train to arrive."
Okay.
Because of all the shrapnel in his chest and everything that was killing him very slowly.
Yeah.
So he's living life, you get busy living, get busy dying. He's getting busy living.
Love it.
He's playing for the USA Warriors, and they play a
Okay.
game against a special needs team in New Jersey, I think. And, had a great time, great charity event, comes home that night, wakes up in the middle of the night, and shoves his wife, hey Vicky, hey, I just had the weirdest dream. I had a dream that we started a special needs hockey team.
Wow.
She gets up, really? I just had the same dream. And being the religious, godly people that they are, they said, this is a sign. Somebody's telling us something.
Yeah.
They knew nothing about starting their own hockey team, their own charity. When you know it, 2015 rolls around, they start up the York Polar Bears. And here we are,
Wow.
10 years later. They start off with 8 kids. We have a waiting list. We have 30 kids and a waiting list.
All right, we love that.
No. Little voice, bro. The new mixer. That's incredible.
Give it some levity, right? But no,
There we go.
It's been a great ride. And I don't have a child who plays on the Polar Bears. It's just something that he passed along to me. He got me into it. And it's one of the more satisfying things that I've done in my life.
And who better?
And actually, head coach Sean, he doesn't have a kid in the program either, but he's there each Sunday,
I love it.
helping everybody out.
That's incredible. That's what hockey is all about, bringing people together, for something bigger than the game. I think that's pretty awesome. And brother, really appreciate you coming on and sharing the story, everything you got going on. Make sure you guys check out the event. April 11th. We're going to put all the information out there. Great hockey for an even better cause. And as always, make sure you're following their social medias, stay up to date with everything. Just an incredible story, just an incredible episode. So happy that we were able to get you on, man. And we'll talk a little bit backstage after we're done. But an hour goes by. That's going to do it for us. Chirping Pucks podcast. Stay tuned. Make sure you follow us. We got tons of breaking news that's going to be coming in the next couple days. And we'll be seeing you soon. Make sure you follow our social media. We've got a lot of stuff coming out, a lot of updates also with Richie. All right, everybody take care.
Hey guys, Frankie James with Chirping Pucks podcast.
I mean, I don't know what he's got going on.
Don't beat me up this time, all right?